all things work together. Love is the answer. Love is the answer. All of you people that went to Price Mart. Price Mart. Right now you're on your way to Westmoreland. Westmoreland, my goodness, delivering aid to your Jamaican brothers and sisters that you forgot. You forgot them, you know. Some of these people were forgotten for years. And the hurricane has made them, oh my, them a prosper, you see. Love is the answer. Love of knowledge. And you remember Professor Rex Nettleford? He says that the illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. The literacy that we are experiencing is not from the people who can read and write. These vloggers and bloggers and whatever they are, they can read, but they now learn. Hurricane Melissa was a force of nature. Left its wake of destruction, despair, and a populace hunger for answers. Yet amidst the ruins, a more insidious blight took root. Misinformation. The hurricane of misinformation is now being unleashed on the country, and it is having a devastating effect. As the people hungers for answers, the insidious blight took root, and like a virus, it spread, fueled by fear, fueled by anxiety, and a deep-seated mistrust perpetuated over the last 9 years by the comrades. For what the comrades have successfully done is to cause the people of Jamaica to lose trust in institutions and in their leaders. What a wicked set. And so as Jamaica's people sought solace in the truth, they were met with a canopy of conflicting narratives, each vying for attention, each claiming legitimacy. It was like the Tower of Babel, where language itself became a barrier of understanding. A force of nature left destruction in its wake. And amidst the despair, amidst the ruins, the exploitation of the weak. What a sorrow set. What a people in need of leaders with character and credibility. As the Jamaican people sought solace in the truth, for what we need in this time is truth, not misinformation, not hearsays, not fictitious arguments. What were they met with? A canopy of conflicting narratives about to not have lives coming on air because you have the privilege of a smartphone before you use it to smart up yourself. It's like they're having diarrheas, wetting up themselves. Can you smell the stench? Or not even their underwears do they have time to change. They wet themselves doing what they do, each vying for legitimacy. Maybe they did not suck their mother's breasts, so they are lacking in development. Anal retention. They still suck their fingers for their children, and they're seeking attention because they got no love. They're trying to find a place in a society that may have left them behind. And the language is now a barrier to understanding. But my listeners, the art of conversation is the art of hearing as well as being heard. We on this program say we have conversations that matter. The art of conversation is the art of hearing as well as being heard. But in the aftermath of Melissa, listening seemed a lost art. Instead, the loudest voices, often most misinformed, dominate the discourse. Do you note that they are always shouting? Do you notice that? That those who are loudest are the least informed. They're always a shout. No. Peddling falsehood and half traits like a cheap commodity. Have you ever gone to the market and hear the higglers shouting? It's because the product is cheap. That which is valuable sells itself. Those who are peddling falsehood and half traits, the cheap commodities, have to be shouting it. ATL. Have you ever gone to ATL and heard the sales reps shouting? Have you ever heard it? You know, illiteracy is a long-standing scourge. Reared its head after this hurricane. Not just a lack of reading and writing skills, but as a failure to critically evaluate information. Jamaica's people, eager to make sense of the devastation, were vulnerable because we have never had something like this before. And so it left us with many answers. Cat 5, some call it a Cat 6, half the country almost devastated flat, eager for information. We're vulnerable to the siren song of misinformation. Their critical faculties dulled by a diet of unverified claims and hearsays. A people who are still learning to read and write are always easily deceived. Warned Paulo. A people who are still learning to read and write are easily deceived. And in Jamaica, this warning has become a stark reality. As the nation grapples with the aftermath of Melissa, the need for critical thinking, media literacy, and a culture of skepticism has never been more pressing. At a national news conference, one journalist went to ask about Jonkro, whether or not the government could do something about sending Jonkro to the east to get rid of carcasses. What an amazing revelation of what we have become. In the words of Jamaica's own Louise Bennett, "Uno look ya. Look ya, uno look ya. The country's in a state, the people them confused, and the truth is, we can't afford to be no more." The marvel of Melissa lies not in the storm itself, but in our response to it. The marvel of Melissa does not lie in the storm. It lies in our response. Will we succumb to the darkness of ignorance, or will we rise like a phony phoenix into the light of knowledge? The choice is ours. And so as Jamaica navigates the treacherous waters of misinformation and illiteracy, let us heed these words. The transformation of silence into the language and action is an act of self-determination, a declaration of our own humanity. Repeat, the transformation of silence into language and action is an act of self-determination, a declaration of our own humanity. Let us speak truth to power. That's what we are doing on this program. We are not going to be silent. And I want you, my listeners, to support it. Support the program that is speaking truth. And you're going to support us this evening by sponsoring the next hour, 5:30 to 6:30. How much to do that, moderator? Because we must do this. We must do this. Your country, you people in the diaspora, with resources, you need this. We need this program to continue to educate our people. I went into Mandeville today, and everywhere I go across Jamaica, people say, keep doing it, neighbor. I cannot do it without you. I cannot do it without you. I ask you to chip in and give us a $20, give us a $10, give us a $5, whatever you have. Put it on the Cash App and in the Zelle account so that we can continue to do the research on your behalf, to pay our internet bill, and to keep this network going. Because the transformation of silence into language and action is an act of self-determination, a declaration of our humanity, and we are determined that so long as we have life, we will speak truth to power. We will demand accountability, and we will cultivate a culture of critical thinking. That is what Politics Plus is about. For in the end, my brothers and sisters, It is not the storm that will define us, but our response to it. Because storms don't last. They pass. The psalmist says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. You notice that he says he's walking through. 2 words there that you must bear in mind. One is walking, the other is through. Walking suggests activity, and through meaning that is going to pass. Our future depends on our response. One that is informed by knowledge. Knowledge. Not ignorance, but knowledge. And we must pass this test. There are many detractors, Many are working behind the scene to shut us down. Making calls and all type of rubbish, spreading all type of misinformation. But I will not be silent. Not be silent. I will not be silent. I tell you the truth. I will not be silent. I'm coming back. So we are asking you to chip in this evening and sponsor an hour of this program, please. I will not be silent.
I will always worship you. As
long as I'm breathing.
I am breathing, I will always worship you.
$20 to keep us going, please.
I say I will not be silent.
Let me tell you something. You're not doing it for me, You're doing it for your country. Jamaica needs you. Right now, Jamaica needs you. Misinformation is killing our people. Your country needs you to respond. Respond to this challenge. Misinformation and lies killing our people. We're standing up to the powers that be. Push back against it. Your country needs you now more than ever. This is a call for action. A call for action. Those of you in the diaspora.
As long as I am breathing,
you must can find $20 a week. Say, let me send this to Jamaica.
Nobody will take my place.
Because if we don't do it, who will do it? Which other show on TikTok is pushing back against this? We are the people. We are they. Are you gonna stand with me? Are you gonna stand with me, my listeners? Are you gonna stand with me?
Nobody will take.
Are you gonna stand with me?
Nobody will take.
Stand with me and let us tear down this nonsense. Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear down the misinformation.
Worship my King. Say, I will not be silent. I will not be silent. I will always worship you. As long as I am breathing. I am breathing, I will always.
I'm sorry. The Zelle number is 954 954-635-8732. Could you please repeat it for me, please?
954 635 8732. 954 635 8732.
I will always
954 635 8732. As never before, there is a call, an urgent call. Poison of misinformation must be stopped.
Oh, as long as I am breathing, oh, I will always lift it.
And so the turbulent waters of the Caribbean, in the turbulent waters of the Caribbean, Jamaica stood steadfast. Its leadership anchored in preparedness and foresight. You labor rights should be proud, you know. You labor rights should be proud. As Hurricane Melissa bore down on the island, Prime Minister Holness embodied the nation's resolve, declaring the government's approach was approaching the storm with seriousness, urgency, and unity. Category 5 hurricane. I want you to understand that Jamaica prophetically prepared for this storm. It was not a mere coincidence. You all went to the polls on September 3rd and you re-elected Holness. Barely. What if it was Mark? What if it was Mark Golding, Prime Minister of Jamaica? You see his thinking. $50 million to each member of parliament. What a decision. Did you all know? When you went to the polls on September 3, did you all know that by October, Jamaica would be facing its worst crisis ever? Did you know that? Did you know that when you went to the polls on September 3rd, you were choosing to elect someone to manage Jamaica's worst crisis? Did you know that? But God knew. Did you vote? And let me ask Jamaica something today. Let me ask Jamaica something. Out of Mark Golding and Andrew Holness, who would you rather have managing this storm, this crisis? Be truthful. Out of Mark Golding and Andrew Holness. All right, let's broaden the question a little bit more. Out of the Blood and Fire team and the Choose Jamaica team, which one would you rather have managing this crisis? Would you rather have Dr. Tufton or Dr. Dawes? Would you have rather had Natalie Nita or Desmond McKenzie at the Ministry of Local Government? Would you rather have Fable Williams or you want Julian Robinson that didn't even know how he was going to pay for the 3.5? Him saying was getting from organic growth. You watch that. Because right now, Jamaica not going to grow. And when the PNP was promising all of these goodies Did they know that? You see why you can't take chance with your country, people? You see why you labor rights need to turn up on your foot and let your voices be heard for good governance, for accountability, for transparency? Suppose the PNP had won and gone ahead with all of their promises, their improvements to salaries and 3.5. You think it could be reversed? Do you think it could be reversed? And when you went to the polls on September 3rd, did you know that you were voting for a team of people that would manage a crisis of a monumental proportion? Did you know that? I bet you didn't know. The elections were September 3rd. And the hurricane was October what? You see that? And that is why it was important for continuity. Continuity. Because if it was a new government, they would have had a lot of problem, you know. Just with the logistically, the transitioning of one government to another would itself be difficult. And just as the government hit the ground, they would be faced with a catastrophe. And so it appears as if the people of Jamaica made the right choice. And I want you to know that Holness and his team deserve the political credit. Don't let the PNP seize this moment from you. Don't let them do it. Holness deserves the political credit because the prophetic planning was not a mere coincidence, but a testament to prudent leadership. Respect due to the Monday. Jamaica owes Holness an apology for how they have treated him. He has been fantastic as a prime minister. And I was not prepared to say this months ago. But I have watched him and I cannot be a hypocrite. He's the best we have had. He is the best we have had. The nation's catastrophic bond, a financial instrument designed to provide quick liquidity in the aftermath of a disaster, should win him the next election easily. Because the beacon of hope is that cat bond, that they'll be getting that money, I think next week or so, you know. $25 billion. That's prophetic planning. Prophetic planning. Who knew that we would have had this disaster? I want my listeners to support this program. This beacon of hope that we have, the bold move coupled with, hold me, watch me. For it's not just the catastrophe bond, listeners. It is that we have had macroeconomic stability in the country. That's how we can weather the storm. We can weather the storm both literally and figuratively. Who do that? You think a PNP do that? As a matter of fact, I don't want to be too hard on this comrades them, but they themselves have been a hurricane. Hurricane PNP have done more damage to to Jamaica than anything else. So I don't want them to come here with foolishness. Don't do that. And so as Melissa unleashed her fury, Jamaica's infrastructure, though battered, stood resilient. Guys, I don't like to call people guys, but you see all them road? I wonder if we don't understand where Holness to for Jamaica. The nation's hospitals, though damaged, continue to provide critical care. The people, though shaken, were safe thanks to the government's proactive measures. A Cat 5 hurricane with a unaliving of under 50 is a miracle. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And therefore, the leadership of Jamaica is a masterclass in crisis management, swift response, coordination with international partners. Let me tell you this. You see all those supplies coming in at Norman Manley? Cruise ship out of sea, cook food and send over to Jamaicans? Chinook helicopters flying overhead with relief supplies? India sending airplanes? Britain sending airplanes? America, Cayman, Barbados, all over the world, Mexico, everywhere. That is not only a gesture of goodwill, it's a vote of confidence in the leadership that Jamaica has, the Bahamas. Don't you think that all of these help that Jamaica is getting is just, oh, we're sorry. No, sir. It's the relationship that have been built in the first place. Secondly, that the government of Jamaica over the last 9 years have become, in the eyes of the world, a model of resilience, of fiscal prudence and responsibility. We have positioned ourselves in the world as not a country with cap in hand, but a country that can stand up on our own. We can help ourselves. And so our ability to navigate this storm, we had a plan. Had we not economic stability, high unemployment, high employment, low poverty, how we would have managed? It's prophetic planning. We had a plan and we executed it with quite a bit of precision. And Dan Jackson Miller stood at the press conference talking about slow response. Slow response what? Russia, Trinidad, Guyana, Canada, Switzerland too, all sending help to Jamaica. You think say I love them, love we so? Is respect. Jamaica is now respected as a small island developing state. 3 million people respected around the world. Why? Because we have a leader that has been doing for Jamaicans what no other leader have done. And so Jamaica's story is a testament of the power of preparedness, leadership, and resilience. Sitting at the IMF today is our former finance minister. Let that sink into your head. So good was he that the world recruited him to come help them. And so as the world grapples with the increasing threat of climate-related disasters, Jamaica's example offers a glimmer of hope. It shows that with steady, structured leadership, nations can mitigate the impact of catastrophe. You cannot prevent the storm, but you can plan for it. You can plan for it. You cannot prevent accidents, but you insure your car against it. And any government that had the foresight to ensure its country against a catastrophe is a government that is a damn good one. And so the international community took note of that, of Jamaica's remarkable success. Debt to GDP over 140%. Projected to go to 60% this year. There may be a little bit of a shift there. What a remarkable performance. And this is the man that them in social media want to tear down. I don't want to call their names. This is a man that they are in social media calling a thief. This is a man that they don't want to respect. Oh, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Just go ahead. Go ahead. So as Jamaica rebuilds, its leaders are mindful of the lessons learned. And the nation is redoubling its effort to enhance its resilience. In the face of adversity, Jamaica has shown the world that with visionary leadership, prudent planning, and a commitment to resilience, nations can weather even the most ferocious storms. Pioneering preparedness, prudent economic planning, progressive poverty reduction, proactive infrastructure development, purposeful planning and preparation. Those are the 5 things. A brilliant idea, the government's decision to invest in a catastrophe insurance. Brilliant idea. And then the government's economic recovery and resilient efforts long before the hurricane, led by the Prime Minister, have been instrumental in preparing Jamaica for this moment. The highways, the bridges, the public buildings constructed over the past 9 years have been designed to withstand natural disasters. These paying off. So, do we have callers? Caroline, let's take a few callers, and because I'm tired. I'm a little tired here. I will always do it.
I will not be silent. As long as I am breathing, I will always worship you. Nobody will take my place. Nobody will take my place. I will worship you, Jesus. I will worship my King. Nobody will take my place.
And I always listen to your show, and I always like your views. And
You like
things
my view?
yes, and I like when you put the PMP a while ago in their place. They are crazy. They are more than a hurricane.
Have I
They are
really
more
done?
than a hurricane, for true. The
Yeah.
PMP are more than a hurricane.
Uh-huh.
And my prime minister is sent by God. I don't know if I have the views could have stand up to these criticism like this. Oh my God, he's a God sent.
Uh-huh.
He's a
Like,
God sent. He's a godly man. He has God from his crown of his head to the sole of his feet. Trust me, he is.
yes.
And I think we make the right choice.
Yes.
I don't think I know we make the right choice. And you know why? Only the person from his background could take care of us the way he do. Because he grow to see his mother with the strength to take care of him, to bring him where he is. And that's the reason why he knows how to take care of us. You know that? And that's
Honda
why they
Accord.
can disrespect him like that.
Hold on there, ma'am. Honda Accord. You drive Honda? If I want a little Civic, you can help me with, man. Honda Accord 89. Thank you. I like Civic. By the way, Honda Accord. The CRV them nice, man. You can help me do one little SCR. Thank you for the whale. Honda Accord 89. Help me with Jamaica. Listen to Vegas. Mr. Vegas on your radio. When your legs don't work like this. Goodness gracious, what a Saturday today. And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember? Rubber dub in your Saturday. Oh, what a party we're having over here. When your legs don't work like they used to before. And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? All right. JLP 51.
Yeah.
Are you downtown Kingston?
I'm living in Mona.
Mona. Oh, well,
Yeah.
girl, we're nice to have you. It's your first time over here.
Yes.
You mustn't make it the last you here.
No, I won't.
You have to come back and come back again.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on your mind?
No, just listening to the program. If anything, I will take. Or the program is going to shut down.
No, man. That is you on that picture there in the DP. Are you that?
Yes, that's me. That's my 53rd birthday.
You're a nice girl, man.
Yes, I am.
Wow. Lovely. Oh my goodness, this Vegas, my dear sister.
Thanks.
Take me into your loving arms, dear. Oh. Mr. The labor right girl, them nice, you see?
Right.
Labor rights girl all across Jamaica, lift up your hand. When your legs don't work like they used to before. When I can't sweep you off of your feet. Labor rights girl all across Jamaica, big up yourselves. All the green team coming in at the Carolina and your neighbor on a Saturday. When your legs don't work like they used to before. When I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love? Will your eyes still smile from your cheek? Darling, I, oh yeah, be loving you.
Out of 23, I'm thinking about how people fall in love in mysterious way. Oh,
Look at D on the same song.
when your legs don't work like
All the labor right girls, oh, they're flocking over here.
when I
JLP 51. Look at what a girl nice.
when your mouth
That's real. That's real. It's real.
You know, I'm gonna run a little joke with you. Don't take it too hard. You hear? Okay.
No, I won't.
Right. The Prime Minister on the campaign trail, you see? Was looking so nice that one girl said, "Me to borrow you."
Everyone would have borrowed him. His shapes and everything about him. Everyone I think would have borrowed him.
Well, are you there know that I'd borrow you?
people falling.
Oh, people fall in love in this mysterious. By the way, what a mystery. What a mystery. Oh, what a mystery today.
Yes.
Girl, JLP, the girl looks so nice. Fabulous. Take for yourself.
Single day, and I just wanna tell you
Oh boy, I tell you something. Let's come again with this song. Big up. Oh my goodness gracious me. There's no price
Yes, I
I would
do.
pay. Ah,
Yes, I do.
legs don't work like they used.
what you saying, dear girl? What you saying?
No, he said I eat a lot of rice and I'm telling me, yes, I do.
Rice? You eat a lot of rice?
Yes, I love rice.
When your mouth
Oh my girl, I hope your husband is not listening and he's jealous.
when your
He's not jealous, but he's not listening anyway.
It no matter, eh? No matter.
In a relationship, the
Uh-huh.
thing in a relationship is trust.
Right.
It's trust because you are there and I am here and you're complimenting me. He's gonna feel proud. He's not gonna be right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You
Nice.
must always allow a woman to compliment your man and allow a man to compliment your woman. You must trust the person, know the person that you're with. Because if you're gonna behave, oh, why is he gushing after you? It's gonna cause a rip in the relationship. And to be happy, you just have to trust.
Uh-huh. I understand.
If a lot of women try that, they will keep their relationship. Trust and respect.
Terry,
And understanding. So you see, man is always gonna be man. And there's always somebody that they're gonna lust after. You see me and you lust because I caught your eyes.
Yeah.
A woman is always, and so is man. Just like how Andrew caught a lot of us eyes. I am not leaving out myself.
Catch my eye, Bob.
Of course, his bandy leg caught my eyes.
Bandy leg. What is that? I've never heard that before.
His bow leg caught my eyes.
Bow leg? Uh-huh. What is bow leg?
You don't see him cock up, neighbor.
Cock up?
You don't see the man shape, neighbor.
No, I don't look at his paper.
No,
I
you
don't.
wouldn't see, but we the
Uh-huh.
girls would see.
Okay.
We know what we're talking about.
Bow leg.
Yes.
Oh my God. Bow leg coolness. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna stand up and walk, Mama. And you tell me if I have bow leg. Okay? Moderator, can I get a full screen? Make you tell me if I have bow leg. Oh, Mr. Lady, I tell you the truth. I whatever have bow leg. CJ Fabulous. Just tell yourself, I tell you.
When your legs don't work like they used to before, and I can't sweep you off your feet. When your mouth still remember the taste of my love, when your eyes can smile from your cheeks, and darling, I
Saturday. Oh my goodness.
loving
6:15 in Japan. All right, my sister. What a Saturday. What a Saturday and Politics Plus. That's gracious me.
baby.
KR, how you doing?
I'm doing good, neighbor.
Fantastic. How you doing? You know, I
Doing
know,
good.
I know who I'm talking to. Yeah, I know who I'm talking to. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just here watching the program and I'm just calling. I'm really not a speaker, but I'm just calling to say congratulations on the wonderful work that you're doing. We learn so much from you. And the main reason for my call is I saw this Air Force One boss in the box typing all kind of narrative. And he is one of those propagandists who spread the propaganda. He's someone that I know well. So yesterday he was telling me that the government received some generators and he's selling the generators and all kind of story. And I was like, I don't think he's selling the generators, but I didn't get the information.
What the Prime Minister said is that he was going to loan them. So the problem is a matter of their language. Well, their misunderstanding. To loan you something means that when the storm done, well, when the hurricane, when the light come back, you give it back so it can go into storage for the next disaster.
Never. I understand 100% what the Prime Minister mean. And I was trying to explain it to him that he said he's gonna loan them. That means he's gonna lend it to them until after they get back the electricity, then they can return it. And I'm saying to him, it can be for some of the hospitals, some of the schools and whatever. So he lend them and after they return it and the schools are all up and running, every school will be able to have a generator and whatever. That was all just my little thinking. And this man, I see him come up in the box typing all this garbage. That's why I'm in the box. So I just want you to emphasize on that one for me, please, and thanks.
Take care and thank you so much for supporting this program.
All right, take care.
Thinking out loud, Terry Lennon on a Saturday. 19 after 6 o'clock, it's dark in Kingston. Fall apart at 23. Oh, people fall in love every single day in mysterious ways.
Maybe just a touch of that.
Sometimes. Making babies out of nothing at all. Ghosts. Coming to you, Lisa. Coming to you, all right? Top of the evening to you, Dennis. Good afternoon, Dennis Richards. Sir, hey. Hello, sir. Hello. Oh my goodness. So JLP? JLP girl,
Hello.
I told my listeners earlier that when they went to the polls on September 3rd, they didn't realize that they were voting for someone to manage a crisis. What a good choice Jamaica made.
Yes, they did. We make a good choice. We make the right choice. And I will work tirelessly because I work hard for it. And I will work again.
Uh-huh.
And I will work again.
Hello.
And again. Hello.
Hello.
And again.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hello.
Do you want me to make you laugh?
Say that?
Do you want me to make you laugh? Turn down your music.
My music is not on.
I'll make you laugh.
You'll make me laugh?
Yes.
Where are you calling from?
I am calling him from America.
You're in America. Which part of America? America has 50 states.
This is true. I come all the way from Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi, girl. You're calling from Mississippi in the United States.
Yes, I am. Can I tell you a joke?
No, wait, please.
Okay.
Why were you so excited being up here?
Because I just love talking to new people.
You like talking to new people?
Yeah.
But I'm not a new person.
You are. I don't know you.
Have we met before?
But I'm not new.
But you are. I've never met you before. Makes you new.
New people are now being pushed out at the Victoria Jubilee.
What's the Victoria Jubilee?
It's the maternity hospital.
Oh, okay. I meant I like talking to like new people that I've never met before.
Thank you. Now, what is your name?
Laquifa.
Laquifa.
Yep. Let me talk. Turn the music down.
Just be patient, please.
No.
Why are you talking to us though?
Why am I talking still?
Go ahead. Make us laugh.
Okay. What did the sushi say to the bee?
What did the sushi say to the bee?
Yeah.
Let my listeners answer. Listeners, what did the sushi say to the bees?
Turn your music off so I can answer.
We're going to release our listener now. JLP 51. 51.
Hello.
Guy, I tell you something, my dear sister. We have much to be proud of in Jamaica today with the leader that we have. Not true. Much to be proud.
We do. Very much proud.
Very much proud of that. And Jamaica, even as it navigate these difficult waters, can be assured that we have steady leadership. That's right.
And we are gonna get there, and we are gonna get there so good and so strong. God never built this world in one day. Today is how many days since the storm blew, which is a very dangerous storm. How can he move swifter than he's moving right now?
What a dreamland. Oh, Power Man, how you doing, sir?
Yes, neighbor, good evening.
Wagwan.
Yes, neighbor, I'm just taking it easy. Yeah, my birthday, you know.
Oh, your
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Power Man's birthday. Oh.
Yes, sir.
That's right. It's Power Man birthday. What a word. What word can we find for Power Man and his birthday? What word can we find for the Power Man? Maureen.
Happy birthday, Power Man. Happy birthday, man. Yeah.
Yes, thank
I
you,
wish
thank
you
you.
to see many, many more.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, thank you.
With all those big words, man. Always make me night when you're on this program, you know.
This
Good
month is
night,
sad for me though.
neighbor.
This is the month I lost my father.
Caroline. Good night. Neighbor, I have a little thing to ask, to say. I say suggest. Hearing me? Can I go ahead?
You can go ahead, yes.
Yes, I was watching a live yesterday. That I think the gentleman is Andrew, come from America with some aid going to Westmoreland. I don't remember the MP name if it's Vaz down Westmoreland there. And he was supposed to meet him at a spot. When he reached, he said, no see him. Because no service and stuff is not there. And they robbed them though. Man hold them up, police can go show him the MP in a rum bar. Police they know. They can find him. In a rum bar, you look at MP there. That little man down at Westmoreland. No remember his name?
Wow.
Oh, that is Andrew Stevens is saying that about doing Val.
All right. You see it? So they always are trying to put blame, but they're not doing what they do, man. They're not doing it. So why they never make it aid go straight to one place where PMC is supposed to go? That's not nice, man. Then they make it look bad for us. You see it? They make it look bad. Everything they blame the PM for. He's great man. I think I make Hurricane is a great man. That great man neighbor. Is the best. I never regret that day, the 3rd of September. Didn't regret it.
Oh, this is the Power Man. Power Man's birthday. Power Man, have a happy birthday, sir.
Hey, man.
Team, happy birthday, Power Man. Enjoy your day, man, and your night, sir.
Thank you.
Right, all the best. Many more.
Thank you.
All right, Power Man up. Everybody
Yes,
wants to
neighbor,
have.
that was my little 1 and 2.
Yeah.
All right. Caroline, can you take me down and please me answer this call here from my brother? It's important. All right, thanks much.
All right, Power Man, sir. So how you had your day, man? Spend it nice?
Yes, neighbor, it was a very
His name Johnny Adams. Let's drink to the hard-working people. I mean, said one day, they say, if we play the Peter Touch, you know, they might forget a beating. And sorry for Marga, dog. Come on, you play that for the Prime Minister. I'm working very hard.
That's not the name of the song they're doing, sir.
Eh?
That's not the name of that song.
Yeah, man, I see you wait, man. Snare, man. Let's drink. All right.
The name of the song is Salt of the Earth, okay?
All right, cool.
Salt of the Earth by Johnny Adams.
To the lonely of earth, raise your glass to the good and the evil. Let's drink to the salt of the earth.
All right, Paul Lawrence. So Lawrence,
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
why you playing that song?
Yeah?
Why you playing that song for?
They saw the man I work hard, man. The amount of pressure the man got under. So you have to raise a glass, see him. Some year having some Campari and Sanatogen with Magnum. Listening.
All right.
I wish I could have seen him to buy my drink.
Okay. Glass for the hardworking Prime Minister, all right? All right, my brother, request this for him. All right, Mr. PM, good evening to you, sir. 21 to 7 o'clock. Good evening, Mr. Prime Minister. Saying good evening to Widex, one of our listeners, eh? Have a fantastic evening, sir. Thank you so much for supporting Politics Plus with X.
I can still see your face. Yes, I can right now. Black and white. Oh, they don't look real to me. No, they don't. In fact, they look so strange. Yeah. Let's drink.
Drink to the hard-working Prime Minister. Raise your glass, Jamaica, to the hard-working PM.
Let's drink.
Yep. Come on now. Come on. Raise your glass to the hard-working PM. Hard-working PM. Who else do we have online?
Sorry.
Let's drink to the hard-working people. And let's drink to the lowly of birth. Raise your glass to the good and the evil. Let's drink to the salt of the earth. Say a prayer.
I noticed that many active laborites have disappeared. And I want to challenge the laborites to open back their platforms. Open back your platforms and allow the discussions to continue, especially at a time like this. We cannot allow the misinformation or for the comrades to dominate the space with misinformation. And I want to share something with you because it is a profound truth. Preparation is not a plan, you know. It's a promise. To prepare for a disaster is not just a plan. It is a promise to ourselves, to our communities and our nation that we will not be defeated by adversity. And that is why it is so important that we thrive for economic resilience. And economic resilience is not about numbers on a balance sheet. It's about building a nation that can withstand the storms of life. It's about investing in infrastructure that connects us, empowering our people, and creating opportunities to uplift our communities. But I think I want to go back to where I start this afternoon, because there is an idea perpetuating in the society that somehow the hurricane is a man-made thing. Now, if it's man-made, how is it that we didn't know it was coming? And as I pointed out to you earlier, although we did not know it was coming, yet we were preparing for it. And we were preparing for it through building our economy, reducing poverty and investing in our people. We were preparing for the hurricane by creating a society that is adaptable, that is resilient, that is strong. This is the power of preparation. This is the promise of a nation that refuses to be defeated. And that is why we cannot afford at this time not to support the government of Jamaica. You know, Bob Marley says the road of life is rocky. The road of life is rocky, and you may stumble, but don't give up. We will not give up, for we are Jamaican, a nation of resilient people, a nation of hope. And if I may remind you, as we head up to 7 o'clock, that this idea that the hurricane is man-made is a blasphemous idea that comes with very severe consequences to the people who are doing it. I'm repeating myself here because I think it is worth repeating. Because what these misinformers are doing are disregarding the sovereignty of God and the power of God and nature, because you cannot separate nature from God. Even if you don't believe in God, you have to respect nature. And this is a Christian country. I hope it is. There is a deep-seated belief in Jamaica that we are governed by a higher power. That there is a power that is beyond us that governs the universe. And hurricane, being a natural disaster, are often seen as an act of God or an act of nature. It's a manifestation of nature. And so by attributing the cause of a hurricane to human actions, you are implying that humans have control over nature. And when you imply that humans have control over nature, it is hubristic, it is arrogant, it is prideful, because you are dismissing the power of the Almighty. And as I quoted earlier, for those of you who are joining late, the Bible says that it is the Lord who gave, and it is the Lord who takes away. That text speaks to exclusivity, what we call sovereignty. And it includes natural disasters. Ultimately, the control rests with God, not human beings. And so when Hurricane Melissa was formed, Holness couldn't know, nor did he know. Not even the meteorologists knew it. What they did was pick it up on the radar and started to monitor it. I don't have to get into the lessons of how hurricanes are formed. Or maybe I should. Okay? And as I pointed out earlier, you can't be so fool. No, you cannot be so stupid to attribute a hurricane to human beings. Because for a hurricane to be formed, it relies on the rotation of the earth. You know, son? It relies on seasons of nature. There is no human action that can either prevent or stop it. The very path of the hurricane is determined by nature. The path it is to take. And when we attribute Melissa's actions, Melissa's devastation to human action, we are diminishing the reverence and awe that we should have for God. And you know, it is very essential to acknowledge limitations. We must acknowledge human limitations. We do not have absolute control. And we have to recognize that natural disasters are part of our natural world. It's natural for these things to happen. And so how do you move from natural disasters to human influence? Yeah, humans plan wars. They have control over that. They sign peace treaties. We cannot sign a peace treaty to stop a hurricane. Look at the great United States with all their technology. You know, see hurricane come there from time to time in the East Coast, in Florida. Why them not stop it? You would have thought that a country with the wealthiest country in the world could have stopped the path of the hurricane. Foolishness, man. So you attribute natural disasters to human beings, you are blaspheming. Because what you are doing is saying that men are stronger than God. You are giving man the credit. Which man can do this? No, men can drop nuclear bombs and decimate Jamaica. They can do that. But not a hurricane. Not a hurricane. And so we are suffering because there are people who are dismissing divine sovereignty and diminishing the devastating disasters. And it's very problematic. And so in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, Jamaica's resilience was put to the test. As the fury of the storm subsided, a different kind of tempest arose. The tempest of misinformation. And I don't want to call names, but the people who are out there spreading misinformation needs information. And I'm beginning to wonder if it is orchestrated. Is it by design? Are these people getting talking points? Because they couldn't just get up and spout nonsense like this. The toxic tide of misinformation is engulfing the very fabric of the democracy, threatening to blow our people away, causing more harm and danger than Melissa itself. Because while you can build back physically, you know, how do you build back from ignorance? How do you build back your people from the maelstrom of misinformation? How do you rid the society of it? I told you earlier that the greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, but the illusion of knowledge. The illusion of knowledge. Thinking that you know when you don't know. Would you put your student, would you put your child in a classroom with some of these vloggers to teach them? Would you? You know, sister, they have the illusion of knowledge, but they lack the wisdom, for they are blaspheming the name of the Lord, and they don't even know that they are doing it. Those of you out there attributing the storm to Holness, you are treading on dangerous grounds, and you don't even know that you are doing it. Those of you out there misinforming the public and attributing the storm to a man, you don't even know that you are violating God. And you may very well stand in the threshold of his wrath. I told you earlier that Professor Rex Nettleford bears repeating, warned that illiteracy, you know, in the 21st century here is not about those who can or cannot read. Because I've met some people who can't read and them no fool. That's not about the ability to recognize words. It is, are you willing to learn? One of the most frustrating things is trying to teach a man who is unteachable. You know, I wouldn't argue with a donkey. They say if you argue with a fool, you're a fool. It's a frustrating thing. You getting on these platforms, getting into debates. What's the cause of that? You can't win. It's not about reading and writing. It's those who learn, who cannot learn. Because sometimes what you learn, you have to unlearn or relearn it. You're not a meteorologist. You don't know nothing about weather. Shut up and listen to those people who have learned it. That's what it means to not be ignorant. Open up your understanding to facts trust science. The hurricane is a force of nature. Jamaicans, the hurricane is a force of nature, an act of God. Refuse to listen to anything else from these people. This must be an attack of the devil on ignorance on an exploitation of those who are illiterate or ignorant. As the storm left the destruction in its wake, for it devastated the country, and out of the destruction came despair. Even as I speak to you tonight, there are people in despair. And when you are in despair, you seek for answers. You're vulnerable. When you are battered and bruised and wet, you're vulnerable. And in the search for answers for our country, as well as we were prepared, never experienced anything like this. This was a first for us. You ever do it for the first time yet? Huh? You remember your first time? You remember the first time you do it? This was a first for us. And so we were shocked. I remember, you see, when we were covering this, when the Minister of Local Government, Desmond McKenzie, you could see the shock on his face as he said, the whole of St. Elizabeth is underwater. And I said to myself, my God. For when we woke the morning after the storm, we over here in St. Catherine, we couldn't believe the pictures we were seeing coming out of St. Elizabeth. Who was prepared for this? Who was prepared for what we are now experiencing? None of us were. And so in the despair, we were vulnerable. We were all vulnerable. And so amidst the ruins, there was a more insidious blight or taking root. The blight of misinformation. The mystery of Melissa brought misinformation. The unraveling mystery of Melissa marked an era of misinformation in Jamaica. And so it became like a virus. And it spread. Because where there is fear, where there is anxiety, people are vulnerable. In the search for answers, people wondered, what is hit Jamaica? And what were they told? Andrew Holness said it. That's believable, people, because the people are vulnerable. You couldn't tell them that a couple months ago. It was the same Holness that they fell in love with and hugged. But now, they are fearful. Their roof is gone. And so the deep-seated mistrust, cognitive bias, exploited. Because the people are seeking solace. And they want to find solace in the truth. But rather than being told the truth, they were met with a canopy of conflicting narratives. And all of these people were only vying for attention. For in this storm, you've got everybody's attention. And so in the search for attention, for popularity, for viability, for legitimacy, we built this Tower of Babel, a tower of misinformation, which is a barrier to understanding. But here I declare tonight that this tower must be brought down. This confusion, for you know what the Tower of Babel was about. This tower must be brought down. This tower of misinformation must be torn down. And these people must be stopped. One by one, brick by brick. Truth must reign in this country, and our people must be told the truth, because the art of conversation is the art of hearing as well as being heard. But they're not listening. And in the aftermath of Melissa, listening seems a lost art. For no one is listening. Everyone wants to hear. But he that have an ear to hear, let him hear. He that have an ear to hear, let him hear. Stop attributing the act of nature, the act of God to human beings. Stop it. For that not only speaks to man, but in your hubristic self, you are speaking against the Creator. Listening seems a lost art. And instead, the loudest voices, often the most misinformed, dominated the discourse. And what were they doing? Peddling falsehood, half-truths, selling it like a cheap commodity. Or when you can't get the truth, you'll buy the falsehood. Woe be to you. Woe be to those platforms, for they shall not prosper. And in a country where illiteracy is still too high, it's almost like a long-standing scourge. And it is very illiteracy that has raised its head. It's not just a lack of reading, you know. It's not a lack of reading and writing skills. But it's a failure to critically evaluate information. And you are capable of doing it, Jamaicans. You may not be able to read, but stop make people come tell you damn nonsense. You're not a fool. You don't have to go to the university to understand simple truths. But in our eagerness to make sense of the devastation, many of you became vulnerable. And you became vulnerable to the repetitive siren. Whine, whine, whine of misinformation. Because if you repeat it enough time, people will begin to believe say are true. And so the critical faculties are dulled by the diet of unverified claims and hearsays. The radio stations of doubt pervaded the airwaves and shut out the voices of truth. And Labour Party bloggers and bloggers didn't help, for some of them went silent. When they were needed the most, they dropped the ball again. Before the election, a potpourri of them, you didn't know which one to listen. But they have won. And so I call upon them tonight again to restart your lives. Get information from the information minister and give it to the people. It may be 10 people you have on your live, keep going. It may be 5, keep going. Because as I pointed out to you last night, the multiply effect. Because 10 becomes 20 and 20 becomes 40 and 40 becomes 80 and 80 becomes 160. In the eagerness to make sense of what we were experiencing, we were vulnerable to the siren song of misinformation. And so we suspended our critical faculties, dulled our critical faculties by the diet of unverified claims and hearsays. But as people who are still learning to read and write, are easily deceived. A people who are still learning to read and write are easily deceived. No man could come and tell me that any man caused hurricane. I wouldn't even listen to you. I would see you as a fool, or you deserve to be in a mental health institution. If you come tell me, neighbor, say, a man caused hurricane, me a call Bellevue, because you're a madman. You either not take your pill, or you just take some drugs will mess up your brain. And you couldn't be sensible. A people who are still learning to read are easily deceived. You sit down and make somebody come tell you, say, Andrew Holness blow a hurricane, and you know call the mental health department to come rescue this imbecilic from out of your midst. Because a man who believes that deserves to be strapped down on a bed, given injections, because he's losing his bearings. He's losing his mind. That an idiot. Madman in a clean clothes. So the marvel of Melissa lies not in the storm itself, but in our response to it. And we must not succumb to the darkness of ignorance. We must not succumb forget his mate, okay. Yeah, he forget his mate. We mustn't succumb to the darkness of ignorance. And so as we navigate the treacherous waters of misinformation and illiteracy, we must understand that the transformation of silence into language and action is an act of self-determination. I told you that already. Let us stand up. Let us stand up. All of us. Because our country needs us. We cannot fail. Let's take some calls. Caroline.
Sorry, what did you say, neighbor?
Let's take some calls.
Of course.
Yep, let's do. Good night, sir. Good night. How are you doing? Hello? Hey, Chris. Hi. Chris 104. Jamaican Princess. Good night. Chris 104. Jamaican Princess. No? Night. How are you?
Oh, neighbor.
Hi, Chad 15. Night. Hello. Top of the night to you. Hey, Trish 30, JJ. Wilfred Sarah. All right. A lot of the callers are tapping, but they're tapping the wrong box. All right. Do you want to share? Do you want to say anything? Anything on the storm or anything on what we share? Thank you so much, Chris. By the way, I introduce you to performative representation. I notice, you see, that that the opposition MPs, they're a disaster. All they do is performative representation. Learn that term. They go into the communities, open up them camera, and just show what is happening. That's not representation. Performative representation prioritizes appearances over actual impact. When MPs share constituent issues on social media, it creates an illusion of action without actually driving meaningful change. As Ms. Burchell is leading this performative representation thing. What have you done to bring relief to your people? Because highlighting a problem on social media doesn't necessarily lead to a resolution. In fact, it can create a false sense of progress. Real representation involves working behind the scenes, navigating the bureaucracy, and advocating for solutions without seeking to draw attention to yourself. Is on yourself. By the way, I don't have any problem with people posting what they do. But may I say this to you? You ain't getting no blessing for it. Those of you who are giving out few little things to people and think that it must be all over social media. Yeah, please. Whether you want to go down to the affected area to get a little hype. You see, the risk is that social media becomes a substitute for substantive action rather than a complement. The media should be a complement to your action. It's performative representation. Good evening, time, God bless. Good evening. Hello.
Hi, neighbor.
Hi,
Norma
neighbor.
here.
Hi, neighbor.
Good evening to you, ma'am.
Good evening. See what I'm saying. You see, Mr. Golden, I don't think he know better, you know. And I think the Prime Minister should call on him to address these people. Because, you know, this thing getting really out of hand. And this gonna be a problem for the next election. It's gonna be. Because all those people who born in the 60s, they don't well educated, and the younger children, they're putting a thing in their head and it's gonna stay. I don't know where they get this behavior and think that hurricane come, Prime Minister should build back everybody houses. How could that happen? How that gonna happen? It's gonna be bad for us.
You think so, ma'am?
Yeah, because it's not a listener want to listen to them, you know. But going from live to live and listening to these people where they say they are well educated, go to college, and they've been telling you what happened from 19 all long, and where the MP do, and this. You see what they go for? You see what they're asking for at first? Just the money. They need the money. They just need to know that they are in power. They can't even spend the money. They don't know what to do, but they just want to tell you that they are in power. That's PNP. That is PNP.
You know, ma'am, I saw a video, you see, with a truck distributing things in one of these areas, ma'am. And I'm going to tell you the truth, ma'am. The behavior of the people is part of the problem.
Yes, definitely.
Because I see one little girl, I take off one case of juice off of one
and
truck.
Can't even lift it up. The juice can't lift her up.
You saw it, ma'am? You saw it?
No, I don't saw it, but I know they are.
That's color cement.
Sir,
But
if
let me ask you a
5
question,
people
ma'am.
live in one houses, you know all 5 of them want to take a bag. Going to want to get a bag.
The disaster is what we have in there now, ma'am. Because let me tell you something, ma'am. The people are hoarding the things. They're taking the things and hoarding it. What you want to do with one case of juice?
And and then don't even have nowhere to put it. And if 5 of them in one house is, how can you get the care package supposed to can serve for how much days? And you guys, you see them, me know them in a neighbor, they're going to push, go on, go take it. And they get already, but they're sending all the little baby who can't lift up themselves to go take a bag. And then they're going to say, PM no give them no food. It look like them in one, Mr. Andrew fit carry all of them going in the house.
We need to call it out, ma'am. It is an uncivilized
So
behavior.
it's getting from bad to worse. It can't be worse.
I the truck, ma'am, and the people them were taking off the things by the key. Now you want to tell me, ma'am, you can't drink off one case of water? Me understand. You understand. So you may want to save one bottle for tomorrow. But more water. You know, ma'am, I left Kingston today. Drove to Mandeville. And all my trip to Mandeville, ma'am, me see van upon SUV upon truck with things going to the west. Madam,
the amount of food
let me tell you something, ma'am. Miles upon miles of vehicles with things going down there, ma'am. They think they right down there now. Let me tell you something. There is more food and water down there than them can manage, ma'am. The people them just need to settle down and stop being so unruly.
It's just we one little handful of the Prime Minister back. If you realize all the social, the media, RGR, TVJ, CVM, everybody's at the Prime Minister. Everybody.
Me see them a distribute juice, ma'am, and me see the people them a jump up on the truck and a take it off by the key. No, you a 24 bottle hole in a one of them. How much bottle of juice you can drink off, ma'am, sir? You don't put the people in a line and you say, hey ma'am, see one. And listen to me. The next truck will come, the same set of people
they
jump
go
on
back again.
The next truck will come and the same set of people jump on it. So and ma'am, we need to stop it. We need to
They're not going to stop. That are Jamaicans.
We need to drop the things off at designated points and allow the government to do the distribution. There have to be a system developed, ma'am.
Sir, this thing taking a toll on me. I'm telling you, it is getting from bad to worse. I'm crying because I don't know. These people are so disgusting. They miss everything that's bad. It's just a handful. This woman going to ask, she don't see any drunk or flat. What the Prime Minister must carry drunk or I don't know. This is crazy. Crazy. Miss Diane Miludo, she look like she's going to a war. She's going to war. Her face is just, it's like I want to run from her.
Mila Shini.
Mila. She's crazy.
Madam,
she get all long, she must step down from media.
I think, well, you know, ma'am, what we have going on in the East is unsustainable, ma'am. And it's a very bad reflection on us as Jamaicans.
Very bad.
Very bad reflection.
Sir, they said the PM want down there.
I wonder if I can find the video and to show it to my listeners. Ma'am, I can tell you something, man. It is a disgrace.
Look now, sir. I sit here and I hear a man was saying, you see, everybody, they better start fixing up back their house and don't stay there dependent government. Because next, place wash where your place wash where. All we're going to show say, if you not pay tax, if you pay tax, they're not gonna have the paper. What the tax office there for? Your place wash away with tax paper. If you're paying tax, you just go to the tax office. My name is so and so, whatever. How can government take your land?
Sure, ma'am.
These people are so disgusting. I'm crying. I'm sorry for the PM. Because, I mean, the media was supposed to be backing him. He's on his back, riding him like a jackass. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're disgusting.
No, ma'am. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at that.
Oh, my God.
Look at that.
Oh, look there. Their parents there take already, you know? Their parents is there. What, pure baby them. Pure baby. Look at the babies. Huh? My God.
Look at that, man. You know, sister, we are hurting ourselves.
Very, and people watching.
Look at that, man. It's a case. All right, you take a case there. Why you giving out over the case? You can't look the people in my board the truck, man. Look there.
Watch out.
Look,
This a man hop up. Watch out. Look at that. Oh man. So
That is
it's
what
not
you do.
they don't have it, you know.
Look on the little girl.
It's touring them. You see
Look on
next.
the little girl, man.
You know what they're going to do next? They're going home shop. They're going home shop.
One case or something she take up, ma'am. One case or something she take up, ma'am. Watch this. Eh? You don't need
Sir,
you know, so you
we
treat
said
human
next
beings,
couple
man.
weeks they home shop.
That's how you treat human beings, ma'am.
You know, when I watched it yesterday, it was very clear to me that they were not hungry, you know, because they were laughing.
They don't hungry. We said next 2 weeks they home shop.
Busting, man.
Look at that.
Look this.
Horrible and sick stomach.
Oh,
Watch them.
Nice.
And then
They have persons who
Remember.
have been telling them sit. The guys sit down.
Oh,
Look
boy,
at that.
I tell you, this is
Look at that
fantastic.
one. He could have fall off and broke his foot, you know. You see them?
Watch out for the little girl, though. Watch out for the little girl. Watch her. Watch it. See her there. Up,
Jesus, wisdom.
Check up a case, the girl. Take you. Watch it.
Watch out.
Oh boy, I tell you, it is funny.
Oh my God.
No, sir. I tell you the truth. It is an amazing thing, ma'am. I tell you the truth. It's not easy what we are doing to ourselves and our people.
No. Sir, it's crazy. It's crazy.
The dignity, ma'am. The dignity of our humanity is being, I tell you the truth. It's really amazing.
You see all of those that you see happening up there? They get ready from morning about 10 different times, you know, neighbor.
The minute they get.
I said then soon open shop. Wait.
Yeah, ma'am. Them a hoard it up, ma'am.
Yeah. Next 2 weeks, everybody have Cuba back shop.
My questions weren't answered. I'm going to repeat my two new ones. There has been an obvious and concerning difference in the immediacy of response to Westmoreland as compared to St. Elizabeth. I'm asking why, and with the absolute respect, saying that everybody is the same isn't a response to that concern.
Of course you agree.
Secondly, the response that warehouses were pre-positioned before they, my questions weren't answered. I'm going to repeat them. I had two new ones. There has been an obvious and concerning difference in the immediacy of response to Westmoreland.
I don't know what this lady talking about.
I don't know neither.
I don't listen to me, man. Them people are.
No.
You know, people are sick, man.
I said Mark Golding, he needs to come out and address the people because it's getting from bad to worse. He needs to because he knows what they're saying is not right. He knows.
Yes.
This man is a wicked. You know, this is what they do. They're campaigning, you know. It's the next election they're campaigning for, you know.
And Sandy Junkers in the air and wondered on a serious note if anything could be done about getting some Junkers in the area.
Yeah.
Take up some of the carcasses. Also, the number of persons and communities that are rising in terms of water due with just the decay of carcasses and speeding that up. I went on Friday in Sandy Junkers in the air and wondered on a serious note if anything could be done about getting some Junkers in the area.
Living devil from hell.
Take up some of the carcasses.
Why, ma'am?
Also, the number
Junker needed in Jamaica.
They say,
boy, I tell you something.
Mr. Neighbor,
this is all very exciting.
not even devil down a hell no want them.
Junker cannot clean up debris. Junker come for something that dead.
Neighbor.
Yeah. Hi.
You know, I am from Hanover. Not bad at all. You know, for the whole time, you had to hurt me because me can't get to you. I have the Starlink, but I didn't have a generator. So my heart to hurt me.
Your heart to hurt you, man.
Yes. because I know and I heard about the misinformation that is going on. Well, for me, a part of my roof was torn off, but I'm not waiting on anybody. I went and I purchased the materials that needed and I sort out back my house. The farm is down. I have someone working in it to help to clear it up. The thing about it, a lot of us are helping ourselves, and some persons who can help themselves, they are not doing anything. They are waiting on government, and we know that can be. You can help yourself, help yourself. Look here, the depravity of the people, it is so bad. The haves still creeping. They are not desperate. They are not destitute in spite of all that has happened. But the thing about it, you have some people who are pushing the narratives, and so they are a part of it. Not falling for it, neighbor. They are a part of it because they wanted it to look bad. Not too long ago, my son showed me something and said, look at this, mommy. We do not have any current in Hanover. No water is pumping, but yet Lagod pumping system destroyed, demolished by fire.
Okay, I have the same view. How it destroyed.
So what is going to happen? Demolished by fire, and we do not have electricity.
It is
right?
suspicious. I saw it.
What,
and
right.
I said it's suspicious. I said it
right.
It is suspicious, and it's all politics.
That is what they're pushing, neighbor. And I have persons around who lost their houses. Their house blew down. They lose their farm. They lost their house. And I have not seen in my neck of woods where I came from in Hanover, Kingsville, I have not seen anybody behaving so depraved. I am seeing persons coming together and trying to help themselves. And people can. They can.
Norma.
I live here.
Yes.
In here.
What I want to know is how much JDF soldier we have up here at Upper Camp. What available for go down there?
Look here. You can't spread everywhere, can they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look how long it takes. So if you go from community to community, or they can be cursing the prime minister that he not reach it. You know how long it takes to go through that mess.
Look here. You know what happened? You know what happened in my community?
Supplies to each community. It
takes
days.
From the day of the storm, that the storm was in Montego Bay, young men started with machete chopping down. My community of Kingsville, they clear the road, they chop the trees, they move light posts, put one side. The people
in this community in Mona, it was man and woman who cleared the whole
when
gate.
NWA comes in to do a little clearing, they didn't have much, just to get rid of some of the derby on the road, so that the trucks could move in through our leg from Lucy up to Westmoreland, and a people power that neighbor, right? We can do it if we want to, and if we care, we will do it. We don't have to jump up on the crave and it's craving and it's craving and it's craving. We too
hard. The Bible tell you say, God tell you say him help those who help themselves. So what we're gonna do? Sit down, and if the prime minister don't move, we don't live anywhere.
That is exactly. You know. I said it to some members today at church. I said, listen, I am not waiting on anybody. You can fix your place or sit down. I want everything in your house wet and rotten up.
You know that you get damaged, so you don't have to leave it. As people know that you get damaged, this is our dear that you get damaged. So whatever you can do it. I said the same thing. And the next thing I said, these MPs coming and calling on the government. Come on, the people work for you. We go up and down every day through election for how much months. Now it's your time for up and down for us. Don't wait on the government. Do your part. The money that you get paid, you're supposed to have something out of it to
everybody
do.
wants
Leave what
money.
the government have. Remember, the government have to fix the schools. It's not going to be cheap to fix back the schools. It's not going to be cheap to get back those roads and track. Come on, those are the essential part. Do what you can do and let the government do the most essential part that we needed to grow back the country, to start the economy back. How is it gonna start if we're gonna sit down and want him to build our houses? When the house is below, you're gonna drive out to it, or your kids gonna go to school. He cannot do everything one time. God never made this world one day.
Never.
They don't want him to rest.
I passed through the hurricane last year and my farm was blown down. I have not seen anyone came and did an assessment, and I did not wait. I am still not waiting on anybody. I am doing what I must do and what I can do because I
Technology is
can
here,
help
you
myself.
know. So
And
it
that
must be
is
like they're
that
not gonna
must be
see
the
it.
motive of everyone.
You take it at the picture on your phone and keep it. It is there. And I can tell you, I hear somebody talking about the land tax and way. When my father died, I did no papers, and I go to the tax office and I tell them my father, my grandfather name, and they find the lot.
Look here, a lot of the persons they are talking about taking away land because that's the narrative that is being pushed. Neighbor was serious something going on, you know.
If
I'm
you're
telling you,
taking away the
them a
capture land from
campaign no
people.
more than anything else.
Yeah. A massive something now going. By the way, ma'am, I tell you this. I hear the Prime Minister saying that, you know, we were scrambling, but now we have to put in place a structure. Ma'am, we have to do it. Because if we don't do it, you know, man, we are going to have a stampede, you know, ma'am. It's not gonna happen, you know.
Exactly.
And he
You
has
It's
understand?
campaign. They start campaigning already. They're campaigning.
The thing about it, neighbor, one set of people continue getting over and over and over.
And I think what he's supposed to do, these donations supposed to be supervised. So you know, these set of donation going to this community. Then you don't steer the other one to go to this community, and each person go to a different community. You understand? Stage by stage. Because if everybody just say, "Oh, I'm going to Trelawny and I'm to here because you know somebody there," that set of people going to get, while the other set of people not getting anything. The next flyer here, they said some people maroon and haven't get anything, and that's not true. The JDF land there, and each time they land, they deliver at least 7 days worth of stuff for them, and they're still spreading all these lies.
Look here, that's alone, neighbor. I know persons from JDF who has gone into community. The drive come down and they find way across water to go into community to take food. But because of greed are horrible, and then the bucketive of the opposition.
All right.
Why me telling you?
Let's hold on a bit. Hold on a bit. Well, it's 5 minutes to 8 o'clock. Forgetful of our promise of love you shared in another charms. With a sad lament, my dreams are faded like a broken melody. While the gods of love look down and laugh, what romantic fools we mortals be. Phyllis Dion on a Saturday. All right, we are out of time. So let's give everybody a little time to just wrap up, and then we're gonna have to head on out of here. Start with you, Overcomer.
Yes, sir, right here. Yes, neighbor.
Yeah, wrap up for me, please.
All right. So, you know, as we go forward, we have to try and be civilized. I must commend those who are making sure to shut down the misinformation, because we see where the campaigning is happening. We see where persons are being dishonest, or even persons who are getting things they're not getting anything. I do believe that the MPs, they need to rise to the occasion and be there to support their people, getting the necessary information to, you know, whoever is to get it, and so that, you know, persons who are really in need will get what they need, because there are plenty of persons who cannot walk, who cannot really go a long distance to get some stuff. And so the MPs and the councillors have to step up to the plate. People need to stop crying on the Prime Minister, because he's doing his part. He's doing his best. And, you know, we need to just come together as a community as well and be our brother's keeper. So it is just a broad thing. But I'm going to ask you again, neighbor, to look into that video that I sent so that, you know, you can shed some light on it, because I do not believe that they're asking for IDs. I believe they're trying to make things look bad. So they're spreading another misinformation about getting food. When the helicopters bring the food, they have to present IDs to get the food. And even if that's the case, maybe it get to a place where they're trying to make sure that they can
Everybody
identify
get.
already get.
And
Right.
it would be a good idea too.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
if who been taking like 10, 20 cake bag, they would realize that they take already, so they don't come in front of the line again.
Right, exactly, because that is happening. And they that is where also the councillors them and the MP need to come in so that they can know who's how many persons is in a household. Because you don't need 10 persons or 5 persons to live in a house and there everybody is getting a box. You know, it's just not fair for other persons who are unable to reach where the food is and so that they also can feed. So, I mean, that's just my 2 cents on that. Thanks for having me again.
Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Catch you tomorrow.
Okay, God's willing.
Yes, neighbor, I am saying that we are a people we are a people of love and compassion, and we are a resilient set of people, Jamaicans. And it is so painful that Melissa has brought out the inner worst part of us now, when we should be helping and be honest, is that we are being more dishonest than anything else. I hope and pray. For me, what I would really want to see is that some semblance come back, and that what the Prime Minister will plan to do is that some area he will order some evacuation, mandatory evacuation, and probably build some places to house some persons. And when it comes to the food, is that it must be a central location with something to say that this family, then they will know that you have 50 families living in here and X amount per family.
Some database
and
to make
so
sure that
they
the
can,
vulnerable are not exploited, ma'am. We must can do it.
but as you can see, what is happening is that the most vulnerable, they are suffering because the strong and hearty, they are craping up the things over and over again, and then they are being left behind, which is so sad. I am praying and hoping that some semblance would get into this, and that our hearts will come out, and that our conscience will speak louder than the words, and for the misinformation to be quelled, and that for persons to really look in and think within themselves and have an understanding that this cannot continue forever. We need to get rid of what is happening, the bad, the misinformation, so that together as a people, as a nation, that Jamaica will thrive again. I know it will rise again, neighbor. I know. I have gone through Gilbert, and I have seen how Mr. Siaga worked. And I am and by the December there was Christmas. And I am hoping and praying that us as a people, we will work together with the Prime Minister, that things will become better and that Jamaica will rise. I know it's gonna rise. I am hopeful. And I know it will.
Normal.
Yes, sir.
Now that you are back, we talk Monday or tomorrow.
Okay, sir. And thanks and God bless. And see you.
See you too. God bless you too. All right.
Okay.
Time. God bless.
Sir, as everybody can see, this man is a man with the vision. God has sent him to save us because they see what would happen to us. You hear what they say they come with? Blood and fire. And if you want somebody like that to rule the nation, what they're telling us, sir, I know you're supposed to have ability, can call on the PM to call and Mr. Golden to address the nation. It is getting out of hand. They start to campaign. And you know what's going to happen next. I tell you already, if they send a rat, a puss, a cat, a dog to represent them, they don't even want to know the background. They just put it in. As I tell you see in Clarendon, that man was working up by my side. And you see what they put in? The cricketer. What they think he's going to play? Cricket. He's coming to play cricket, right?
That is Mr. Hines.
Right. They don't even know nothing about this man in background and the next man that there was working. And because the man now stop a rum bar and buy out a rum bar for all of them sit down and drink and chat nonsense, they don't want him there. They say he's not working. And he's this and he's that. I don't know what they want. They want, everybody want money. Money. Go and work. What happened to you? God gave everybody 24 hours of the day. What you doing with your time? Sit down and wait for government to mind you.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, Mr. Golden needs to come out and address the people then because he's pushing them. He knows what they are doing. He knows. They start to campaign, and if they don't address this next election time, we'll be in trouble. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. My heart is bleeding. I cry tears every day. This is getting from bad to worse. It needs to address. So you have to call on the PM to call on him. It is. I'm tired. I'm weary. I don't know if the PM get any sleep at night. I don't know. Sir?
You're talking about the misinformation?
Yeah, and everything about them. You realize that those upper class people who say they're educated were sending out bad information about the PM. You realize they don't come on your life? If you realize. Because they cannot back up the statement when they come to you. I listen all of them. They say they're educated and they know all this stuff and they're talking. Listen, watch if not, they go on every live. Look if they come on your live. No, because they know what they're doing. They knows. And there's no plan that the PM can set that they don't tear it down. They're cruel. If he ever to go and address this TikTok here, you would watch what they do with him. He can't jeopardize that. If he do that, he's gonna jeopardize it. They don't want nobody with no vision. They want a man who pushing money in their pocket and every month time they come around in the area. You can get. Give me a $10,000. They get $5,000 and then go and buy food and then I forgot to next week. Don't give me no fish. Teach me how to fish. Don't give me every week. Don't give me every month. Teach me how to fish. That's what happened in our community. When that big man that was there from before he's out now, long time. When he come around, you give them money. Everybody gonna bar. That's what they want. And then you would have never lose that seat until recently. You would never lose that seat. That's Mr. Horace Daly. I knows them.
You must come back. Thank you here.
I will. They don't want to work. They need to get out. I wish the 1 PM could have ruled the country like Fidel Castro.
I'll come into your case. There'll be a storm tonight somewhere, you know. There'll be a storm tonight somewhere. My brother Fabulous, there'll be a storm tonight. This is serious. Another type of storm. Wow. CJ Fabulous, what a storm. Baby, think twice before you leave, huh? Baby, think twice. Donna Marie on a nice little reggae rhythm. Nice as a reggae rhythm. Sheila Samuels. You and me think twice. I'm coming to KC. excursion, you know?
And she has taken almost all the
Kashif Lind on the reggae. This is for you, Godchild. This is for you. Oh, you're in love, girl. You're in love on this Friday night. This is for you. You're in love. This is your love, girl, and the love bomb rhythm. Have a fantastic Saturday. Godchild Toya. You're in love, girl?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi. It was a lovely show. Please, listeners, we will be back here tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m., okay?
Thank you so much for working with me today. Inseparable. Neighbor, Caroline. What a show. Toya, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you, girl, as a listener. I'm in love with you, Toya. You're God's child, so I'm in love with you. You know, someone taught me about love and like. Still trying to figure that one out. Still trying to figure that one out. You love or you like? Love you too much to ever start liking you. Love you too much to ever start liking you. I'm in love with Toya. Have a great night until tomorrow, okay? Toya? Bye-bye. Toya, my girl, all right. See you at 4 p.m. tomorrow. Don't go. Oh, my God. Don't go. Toya, don't go.
everything cheesy. You say you wanna start something new, and it's breaking my heart.
Toya, you wanna start something new?
Baby, I'm breathing.
You wanna start something new, girl?
Take good care.
Out of that into this. Magnet and Steel Third World on a Saturday. Goodness gracious me. To all my friends over. Walter Egan did the original. Walter Egan did the original.
So you oughta know.
Magnet and Steel on a Saturday night.
It takes some time for a feeling to grow.
When you drop this tune on a Saturday